Minecraft 1.19 has been out for a short time now and everybody is getting familiar with it. There are thousands of videos showing you how to make this farm and how to do that thing, but I bet there are still some things that you don't know about the Wild update. Today, I'm going to tell you 27 things that you may not know about Minecraft 1.19. And go on, show off a bit, write your score out of 27 in the comments below. Are you a Wild update pro? Be honest. Maybe, if I teach you something new, you could go and hit that like and subscribe button, as I'm trying to hit 1/3 of a million subs by the end of the year, and that could really help. Let's start off easy, out in the awesome new overland biome, the mangrove swamp. Mud, which is maybe my favourite new block in the game, doesn't just generate on top levels of mangrove swamps. It goes down for loads of blocks, so just visiting a mangrove swamp with a spade could be the best mud farm there is. Mangrove trees are the only tree in Minecraft whose roots go way below the surface. Rooted dirt doesn't count. When they go under, they become muddy mangrove roots, which is way more realistic. Now, let's focus on that mud. What an awesome block. If you can't find a mangrove swamp, don't worry, you can still have mud. Right click on a dirt block with a water bottle and it instantly turns into mud. You can also turn that mud into clay by placing it above a block with a dripstone underneath it. That dripstone will slowly suck the water out of the mud and it then turns into clay. It's the first renewable clay source in the game that doesn't involve villagers. Did you know that if you've got a line of mud underwater, you can run on it, even without any enchantments, and you won't switch into the swimming animation? Watch out though, because you can still drown. Minecraft 1.19 has changed some of the commands. Did you know the /locate command structure has changed? You used to have to type /locate space stronghold and you'd be shown the coordinates of your nearest end portal. Not any longer. Now there are extra options such as structure, biome and POI, which means point of interest. This gives you lots of new options to play with. Now type /locate space structure space stronghold to get the same coordinates. Now that might seem like you have to type more, but it's worth it because the extra function it brings, finding new awesome cool stuff like the location of your nearest mason villager for example. There is a brand new /place command available. This allows you to paste in any structure of the game. This is crazy. Want a desert pyramid in the middle of your base? No problem. What about a pillager tower next to that village? Yep, scared of villagers. There are some restrictions though. For example, you can't just place an ancient city on top of a mountain. They have to generate below y=0. When a structure has multiple combinations, such as a village, the game will randomly generate those substructures, so you get a different looking village with different houses every time. We can't talk about Minecraft without talking about mobs. Did you know that you will only get the light coloured frogs in warm biomes? The mangrove swamp is a warm biome, and that's why only light frogs will spawn there. Frogs don't breed like other mobs. The colour of the frog is irrelevant to the colour of the parents and instead depends on the biome that they turn from a tadpole to a frog in. Cold biomes give green frogs, temperate biomes give orange frogs, and warm biomes give light coloured ones. You breed frogs with slime balls, and frogs will eat slime to create slime balls, so frogs are effectively asking you to mate them. When you breed a frog, one of them gets pregnant and goes off to lay frog spawn, a bit like a turtle goes off to lay an egg. That frog spawn will eventually hatch into a tadpole. You can then collect that tadpole in a bucket and transport it to another location. You cannot mine out frog spawn, not even with a silk touch. It just gets destroyed, so please don't try it, those poor little unborn tadpoles. It's an unobtainable block in survival Minecraft. At least it is for now. Talking of blocks, there are some interesting new block mechanics and features that you might not know. A standard chest is 14 by 14 pixels. However, the chest inside a chest boat is 12 by 12 pixels, which means it's 14% smaller and yet still holds the same number of items. So, does that mean that the chest boat is actually a TARDIS? In 1.19, you can now waterlog leaves, which makes perfect sense. It also means that you can make a really simple stone generator. They also hold water without flowing it out in all directions, even downwards, which is great for hydrating raised farm levels. In 1.18 and below, when you place a shield in an item frame, it's off center, so it rotates in a really annoying and funky way. In 1.19, this has been changed and the shield is now perfectly centered. Item frames are no longer considered to be entities in the game. This is brilliant because, especially for server play, the number of item frames used will no longer contribute to the lag. Now you can all go and label your chest with item frames now, you know you want to. There's also an interesting new enchantment called Swift Sneak, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. It allows you to move faster when sneaking. There are 3 levels and each one will increase your speed a little over the last one. When you apply them to your Minecraft pants, and only your Minecraft pants, you'll get a boost, but please beware, you can put this enchantment on any armour. It just won't make any difference. Sneaking is normally 30% of walking speed, but Swift 1 gives you 40%, Swift 2 gives you 60, and Swift 3 gives you 75. This will be particularly useful when you're trying to move around an ancient city. Now, you can't get this enchantment in an enchantment table or from a villager. You have to go to an ancient city and check out their chests, and there'll be a very rare drop available inside them. The most talked about change in this update is probably the Deep Dark and the scary new "I'm not at all a boss mob, the Warden. You can activate 4 different shriekers before having to worry about that big scary Warden not at all a boss mob. That means that if you activate 3 in one cave and then later go to another cave and activate just another one, the Warden will appear immediately. But don't worry, you can tell how many times you've activated a shrieker by either listening to the change in the sound effect given off or by turning on your subtitles. In the subtitles, the first time it will say that the Warden approaches. The second time it will say Warden advances. The third time it states Warden draws close. And then the fourth one it says Warden emerges. And if you turn around, he's probably stood right behind you. You have just under 7 seconds to run away from the Warden when it starts to emerge. That's because it takes 6.7 seconds for the animation to run through, in which time it can't attack or even respond to you. The Warden spawns within an 11 by 11 square around the shrieker that summoned it. The animation on a naturally spawned shrieker and a player place one is very different. The animation is more transparent on a player place shrieker, and the souls inside rotate in the opposite direction. The naturally spawned one just seems to have more power, which is probably how it can summon the Warden. The Warden has 250 hearts, and its melee attack will hit you for 45 hearts of damage on hard setting. This means that you need full diamond armor, all with protection 2 enchantment to survive a single hit and still get bashed down to half a heart. The Warden will despawn after 60 seconds if it senses no challenges around it. However, name tagging the Warden will stop it from digging itself back into the ground, even if it goes past its 60-second cooldown period. It takes 82.5 seconds to mine out reinforced deep slate from the ancient cities, but it doesn't drop. It's only available in creative mode. Maybe Mojang have a plan. Come on, they have totally got a plan for this block. Skeleton skulls now generate naturally in ancient cities. You just have to sneak in and take them. Good luck with that. And finally, if you jump up and down on that single chiseled deep slate block on top of the central structure, come on, it looks so sus right there on its own, right? And then move quickly underneath that wooden bridge nearby, a secret doorway will have opened underneath, allowing you into a series of secret rooms. Inside, you'll find what appears to be some basic redstone instructions and tutorials. Previously, to get in, you used to have to eat right up next to the door, but that doesn't work anymore because the sensor inside has now been surrounded with wool on all sides except above. That is really clever. And there you have 27 things, probably more to be honest, but let's call it 27, that you probably didn't know about the Minecraft 1.19 update. In the comments below, let me know how well you did, and the person with the most can go and buy yourselves a bag of crisps to celebrate being a Minecraft knowledge god. That's it for now. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!